Thanks, Gene. I guess I'm the warm-up band after the break here. Thank you, Deb, for putting this on, and everywhere. Scott Wagner, thank you. I am Meitzner from the Wichita City Council. I'm humbled to represent our mayor and our council and our listeners. There we go. Okay. This little quick presentation you're going to see is endorsed by our council and our Sedgwick County people, our Chamber of Commerce and Downtown Development Group, and we are excited to be here. I'm remembering that back when I was in college at Wichita State, I had a business. I had my business degree ready, business administration, and back then we still had minors. And my counselor said, you know, if you take one more upper division minor economics class, you can have a minor in economics. I said, okay, great. What's that? Well, if you take the economics of the history of the railroads, it's a 900 level economics class. Are you kidding me? So here it is 5 years later after I graduated. I'm here doing this. Well, 35. Anyway, it was a great class. It was awesome, and I actually learned a lot about the economies anyway, and having the railroad was a part of that was great. So with that, also we have Representative Joanne Shodorf is here from Wichita. I'm sorry. Senator Dick Kelsey from Wichita is here with us. I've got a fellow member, James Lindett is here. Scott Knable is right next to him. He's actually Scott's title is the Downtown Revitalization Manager. Yes, we do have a revitalization manager. And also Mariana Connolly's here from Wichita. She's all around a good gal. So we're here to present Wichita's name has come up a few times. And our landscape in Wichita has changed dramatically in the last couple of years. And I want to tell you why we're ready to be a part of this and to accept this and play whatever role we can to help support at whatever level, the expansion of passenger rail service. So what you have here is a picture of downtown Wichita, and we have, let's move on to slides. You all know where we live. There's been enough maps, but we're geographically located with friends in northern Oklahoma for sure, and eastern Colorado and western Missouri. There's a trade area of 1 million people, or MSA 630,000, with highway access obviously as well. Today, without the railroad business, and by the way, you all have a copy of this on your deal, so you can make notes and test it later. But what you see there is our Interest Bank Arena that we just opened in our 3rd year there. It's a 16,000 seat arena. We have 6 million visitors to Wichita, 2 million coming downtown, and in the upper right-hand corner there's Cabela's. We just opened a couple of months ago. Our governor was down there, and I got to be a part of the ribbon cutting. But if you know Cabela's, they didn't have a ribbon cutting. They had the ribbon, but they had a bow and arrow guy shot. And we spent a weekend. We had the crowdest booth there at Cabela's with swamp people. So, but that's what was fun. And the keeper of the plains there on the right-hand side is the confluence of the 2 rivers. It's awesome. It's fire at night, and just some of the art there. Just for your information as well, we have 3 universities in Wichita. We have Friends University and Kansas Newman, our smaller universities, but they're just about 2 miles away from downtown. And we also have Wichita State University of 15,000 students. So we have about 21,000 students flowing in and out all the time within 10 minutes of downtown. Share with you. Now let's get into why Wichita is ready and why our downtown is ready. This is probably as important slide as we've got. The project downtown that we just completed in 2010 was a $600 million master plan. And now that I'm learning this business, it's my first year in politics. I've been a business person all my life, and grain company, so I'm not in politics, I'm not in the business. And I understand that if you don't have a plan, it's hard to execute when something all of a sudden pops. And so as soon as our friends at KDOT are ready to pop, then we're going to be ready to accept it. So, it's a $600 million plan, and we've already spent, in 2010, we've already spent $60 million in projects. We got $94 million in stuff going on right now, public and private. And we had right around the corner $20 million already announced. So we're already well into, the $600 million was a 20-year, 10-year plan? 10-year plan. So we are well into it just 1 year either. Including in that is recognizing a historic building, Union Station, not quite as grand as this, but it is a small cousin of this. It's an awesome building. It's vacant. It is right there. And it's historic, and it's got very similar characteristics. How many of you have been to Wichita? Okay, so most of you. So maybe half of you have not. So this is, what we have there is, if you get a chance to get downtown, you'll see that we are, a population that is sizable and growing. So particularly to Union Station, there's a picture in the upper right-hand corner of exactly what it looks like on the outside. So you can see it's got similar characteristics of what's here. So part of our downtown development plan includes Union Station as part of a mixed-use building, and it's so it's already there and ready. The proximity you're going to see here in a second is incredibly close to everything that goes on in a traditional downtown, just like the history of the railroads from my 900 series economic class. It's consistent. So share with you that now here's a map an aerial map of the city, and the right-hand side there is the Old Town. It's our brickyard, so to speak. It's our 9-block square area. 20,000 people live or work right there in that rectangle of Old Town, right in the middle of where Union Station is. That's been a revitalized deal. It is 5 years more mature than the last time we seriously were talking about railroad business. And it's a vibrant area, and it's right across Douglas Avenue, which is our featured street. What's that called? Postcard Avenue. Our postcard avenue. Maybe get in bargaining a little bit. But right across to the left of Union Station is the Interest Bank Arena, which is on that front page. So it's right there. It also, we have 600 parking spots already there at Union Station. So as you start to get the feel that we don't have to go build and come to you all and say, oh, we need more, we are kind of ready to embrace this. Going 5 blocks to the left on your screen is our Century 2, which is our convention center. And you see part of the river there. Across the river is a beautiful Lawrence Dumont Stadium. It's a great stadium. You sit there and you're just looking at downtown. And if you look right underneath the orange line, down at the top is our city hall. If there was a close-up, you can see my fellow member James Clendon trying to jump out the window after a tough vote. Anyway, so there's a more of an aerial shot as well. Typical, the railroad, they come right through the middle of downtown, and there's Union Station, right smack dab in the middle of our community. So it's geographically located in a great area. We have a trade area of 1 million people, and that's going to be an important part of the ridership, we believe. Let's see if I missed anything on that one. I don't believe so. Probably the biggest thing as well is we have just committed this year, we're going to ground break on a new airport, a $160 million airport that's very close to downtown. It's about a 10-minute drive. We've already got commitments from our airport authority, and who's totally embraced this. They said, we don't care what time, day or night, that the stop would be there. We will have shuttle service, even talking about free if they can, but we will get traffic there. We'll develop our transit system to make sure that anybody wants to stop day or night, whenever they are, we'll get them to the airport. That's the picture of the upstairs. And on top of that, we were happy to announce this year, and again, the Governor Brown, that's a big part of the help on that, along with our congressional Senator Pompeo and Senator Moran and others, and Roberts helped us get land. Southwest Airlines has made a commitment now to come in next year. And Southwest Airlines is obviously a great economic engine by itself, almost as good as Cabela's coming to town. But it'll provide access to our friends in western Kansas and northern Oklahoma and regions around. So we're very excited about that. And because I want to make sure that I'm on schedule, I just close with saying that if you took a picture of our downtown and our city, and if you had the centerpiece of the puzzle was missing, that Union Station and train service would complete that puzzle in a very nice way. We don't have to have it. As you see, we're already committed. We're doing things anyway, and we will continue to do things anyway. And because that's the way our community is. But what a compliment. And when I've shown this to some of our leaders in the city, they are really nodding their heads in great positive attitudes. And so we know we've got some work to do, but we stand ready to do that. And I just want to also, out on the table, there is, a little promotional stuff about Wichita, but you have a little bit of picture of the map, and you can see what this is about. So you're free to take that with you as well. So thank you, everybody, for putting this on. Appreciate it.